Hey everyone, welcome to the Entish Reader. I am Danielle. I'm feeling just like a little, I don't know what you would call this look. Ghetto? White ghetto? Something? I don't know. I just put this hat on and I put these braids in and I was like, hey, that's a look. You got it. Hey, I'm so excited to be back. I know it's been a long time, like a really long time. Over a month, maybe? I don't know. I haven't been counting, but I have missed being here. And I've missed you guys. Oh my gosh. It's been a hectic month. Work has been crazy. I did my finals. That was like at the beginning of the month. So technically I was done with school by May 7th. Passed all my classes. Woo! And now it's summer and I haven't had time to film anything because I've been working a lot and they're 12-hour shifts, so I would go to work, come home and sleep, go to work, come home and sleep, and that was my life pretty much this whole month. And so I didn't read a whole lot of books in the month of April, so I'm just going to show you the 2 books that I did read. At least I read 2, right? I could have read more, but I was so stressed that I started stress watching Korean dramas. I literally watched 4 dramas in the course of 2 weeks, and if you don't know about Korean dramas, they are like hella long, the episodes, and even though there may only be like 16 or 20 episodes, that's 20 to 16 hours of this drama. And so I watched 4 of them. I didn't get around to like reading at all because on my days off I would just binge watch these Korean dramas, and I'll show you what I watched. The first one I watched was Weightlifting Fairy Kim, and this drama is so cute. Oh my gosh. It's like these 2 kids are in college. They were friends at a younger age. The guy moved away and they find each other at this it's like an Olympic athletic school. You go to this school if you want to, like, I don't know, if you're majoring in a sport, like swimming, weightlifting, all those kinds of things. And so he is a swimmer, I don't remember their names, and she's a weightlifter. And I guess her name used to be Chubbs as a kid because she was like a chubby little girl. And now she's like a weightlifter, like professionally. So they meet and they fall in love, and it was just such a cute drama. I absolutely loved it. I couldn't like stop watching it. I was like, I need to read, but I can't stop watching this. And that led to me watching another drama. It was like a historical Korean drama, Hwarang. That's how they say it in the show. And that one was really good. I love the music. I can't really tell you what that's about because it's really confusing. It's just like very political. But this guy and girl fall in love. Of course, in every Korean drama, there's like a love triangle. Hwarang. It was 2 guys vying for the girl, and that's usually how it is. It was really good and really cute. And I loved the 2 main guy characters so much that I just kind of looked up what other shows they were in. And one of the guys was in Strong Woman Bong, and that was so good. It's like this girl who has, every female in her family has like this super strength, and they can only use it for good, and if they use it for evil to like harm innocent people, it gets taken away from them. So she's trying her hardest to be good and to also keep it a secret. All of a sudden there's like this serial kidnapper. He's like kidnapping girls. She's trying to figure out who is the kidnapper while also trying to conceal her identity. And this CEO of a video game corporation happens upon her when she is beating up some bad guys, and he's like, yo, come work for me because I'm being threatened my company's being threatened and I need a bodyguard, and you're obviously the only person qualified. It's like looking through all these resumes of like these like black belt professional like taekwondo, karate, kung fu martial artists, and he's like, none of these will do. And so he like hires her and they fall in love, of course, and it's just like such a cute drama. Like I just loved it. And then it went on, so the other guy in Hwarang that I really liked, I looked up what else he was in, and he was in a show that came out last year called Fight My Way, and he's like this prodigy taekwondo student who graduated high school but like lost a fight, and so he kind of lost his confidence. So for the past 10 years he's just been doing odd-end jobs and not happy with his life. And then there's his best friend who's a girl, I forgot her name. I don't remember these names because they're hard to remember. They live like across from each other, like in different apartments. They call them third-rate people because they don't have like high-end jobs or come from high-end families, so they work menial jobs, making minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck, and then they're tired of living that way, and so they both decide to like pursue their dreams. And she wants to become like a news anchor woman, and he wants to take up taekwondo again and get back into the octagon ring. And it was just a sweet, cute drama, and I absolutely loved it. So those were the 4 like stories that I devoured in the month of April within the span of like 2 weeks. If you can't tell, I am like super passionate about Korean dramas, and my family thinks I'm super weird. And I have friends who think I'm super weird. My 3 best closest friends that I have, they're like, I will not be watching that with you. Like, you can watch that on your own. And then I have friends who love Korean dramas, but like we never watch them together, so I'm just watching them alone a lot, so that's okay. And I like them because they're really funny, full of humor, and they're clean. Anyways, let's talk about the books I read in April. So the first book I read is The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. This is the 3rd installment of the Heroes Olympus series. The Heroes Olympus come after Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I did not like this one as much as the first 2, and I'm not totally loving this series like I did with Percy Jackson. I started reading these like right after Percy Jackson, and it just didn't I just didn't have the feeling, you know, that you get when you read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. You're like immersed into this adventure. And then it ends, and then it picks up again, and you're like, what? And the first book doesn't even have Percy in it. You're like, what? Where's Percy? Who cares about Jason? Who cares about Piper? Actually, I like Jason and Piper. I don't care about Leo. I don't care about Hazel, and I don't care about Frank. Those are all the characters. So the only characters I actually truly care about is Percy, Annabeth, Piper, and Jason. Everybody else can like go away. But I absolutely didn't love this book as much as I wanted to. I tried reading it 3 times before, and I finally finished it. Thank God. So I can finally move on because I just really want to get to Apollo, the Trials of Apollo. All I can say is that in this book, Hercules is a douchebag. He is like the worst. And I loved Hercules. I loved the movie Hercules. But in this book, he's just portrayed as a huge douche. That's all I can say. You hate him. I hate you, Herc. Like, you're the worst. I don't remember what rate I gave this book. I think I gave it 3 stars. I think 3 stars was generous, actually, for me. Because it was just, I don't know. I just didn't care about this book at all. But I gave it 3 stars. So, sorry if this is like your favorite series. I just wasn't feeling it. But I'm glad I finished it. The next book I read Aru Shaw and the End of Time, and this is a Rick Riordan present. So this book is about this girl named Aru Shaw, and she always stretches the truth a little bit, more like a lot. Kids from school come to her house to catch her in a lie, and so she lights the lamp of Barada, I believe, to try to prove to them that she's not lying. But unbeknownst to her, she awakens the sleeper that had been trapped in there, and so everyone who was in the museum, including her mom, have been frozen in time, and this frozen in time is slowly spreading across the earth unless she defeats the sleeper. She is a Pandava sister. So the Pandavas are usually males, but in this case, they were reincarnated as females. So she meets up with her sister named Minnie. Together they go on this journey, gain these keys that will help them defeat the sleeper, who is slowly freezing the world. And it is so cute. It was such a cool story. It definitely had Percy Jackson vibes, and I absolutely love this book. I believe I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because there were some parts that were kind of like lagging. Overall, this book was worth it. It was magical. It was so funny. Oh yeah, they have a pigeon guide, and he is like the sassiest little bird ever, and like he says the most sassy things, and you're like, I wish you were in my life today, right now, saying these to me, because I would just like be laughing the entire time. I love the fact that she's in spider pajamas the entire time. Like, she doesn't even change. She doesn't even care. She's like, whatever, gotta save the world. Gonna do it in my Spider-Man pajamas. So if you haven't read this book yet, go pick it up. Worth it. So those are all the stories that I have devoured in the month of April. I feel like I did okay in the month of April. And now that school is over and I'm beyond the stress, and I've like slept and I've rested, and I've taken time to myself to just like mentally cleanse my mind palette, I feel like I can finally immerse myself into reading 100%. Yeah, I just needed a break. I just needed time for me, for my mental health, and everything else. I'm excited to be making videos on a regular basis. So yeah, I definitely have a huge TBR coming up. I am not going to be like scheduling a TBR every month, because I feel like I always fail. Especially the past 3 months, I've only read 2 of the 5 that I said I was gonna read. I'm not gonna set TBR goals anymore. I'm just going to read whatever I feel like reading, and then I feel like I'll read more, and I won't be so stressed about it, because my TBRs change all the time. I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to read all these. And then the next day I'll be like, why did I pick these to read? I don't want to read these, so I'm gonna change it. I always do that. It's just a little ridiculous, I know, but that's just who I am. So yes, it has been great being here again, guys. Again, I'm sorry that I've been away for a while, but it was needed. If you missed my presence, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a new video.